Hello everyone, we are from Team Kalpana Datta. We are here to make a video about mimicry, about the 7 ways to make a conversation with anyone by Malika Vardhana. First of all, we would like to thank the Institute Anadi Raipur and the Professor of Communication, Dr. Anup Kumar Tiwari sir, for giving this wonderful opportunity. Let's introduce ourselves. Myself, Tangi Sesikumar, Civil Branch, second semester from Sriakalam, Andhra Pradesh. I'm the team negotiator. He Civil Branch, second semester from Sriakalam, Andhra Pradesh. Hello everyone. I'm going to start with a question. How many of you know the person sitting next to you before today? Interesting. So, do you remember the first conversation that you ever had with that person? You know, conversations are links. Let's imagine conversations to be tiny links. And every time you talk to a stranger, a metal link is formed. And every conversation that you have after that moment, the link gets stronger and stronger. And everybody, each of us meets so many strangers. A grocery guy and a cab guy, maybe the receptionist at the office you went. And with every conversation, we build new links until final at the end, we create a kind of massive worldwide web conservation. Worldwide web. It's a catchy word, not? It's think I had that somewhere. That's it, right? A conservation. It's a new fascinating thing. A conversation is an adventure. A conversation gives us a whole new perspectives. A conversation opens a door. Conversations can make a world. Conversations can make peace. And conversations define who you are as a human race. Think about this. Every single person in the world was a stranger to you before you met. And you know nothing about him until you had the first conversation. So I'm here today to talk any strangers, and I'm here to tell how 7 ways that you can make a conversation with anyone in the world. I'm a radio preceptor and I love talking to people. I do. I love it. And I am so that I do it for real life. Here what my day is like. Every single morning I go into an empty room. I put on a milk and I have a conversation with 1.6 billion people. Just I cannot chill. Hey, this how you start this properly. No, pick time. And the 4 hours show. I get 20 minutes. That all the talking there is and 20 minutes. I have contributed that I am the best friend. How do I do that? How do I perfectly get connection? I have 20 minutes to inform you, to exist you, to endless. But most importantly, 20 of the 20 times that have to switch on the mic, I have to leave a smile on your face. Except I can see you. I know nothing about you, and I have no way to gauging your reactions. How do you do it? How do you talk to a stranger? Well, my 9 years of experience, I taught India little tricks. Strangers, they are everywhere, and we have always been told don't talk to strangers. But I beg to differ. Every stranger comes with an opportunity to learn something new. An opportunity to have the experience where never have the EFA story that were never here before. And you will never have the emotion right that in the room in the dinner of now. I look the room to a connected center and you think I want to talk to a person. And you almost hearing the first word, but if you just cannot come out. It's how our get is about here. It's how goes up and down and you are not now. It's now what? Here my head. Let's take it. What the world that an
They want to talk to you. Well, they're not talking to you now. The first word for the gates. It's truly below that the first word acts as floodgate. You know, once you know the first word, everything just flows. So keep it simple. Say a hi or a hello, a hey, and do what every good blogger does. Just gather the enthusiasm, the positivity, the energy, put on a big smile and say, hi, you know, there is going to be that strange moment right now. Turn to someone sitting next to you. Stick your hands out and say hello. Go on. I love the awkward laughter. Why? She's making us to do this. The first word, floodgates. You know, here is a challenge we face every day. Time. We have got 90 seconds on radio and we have to make that conversation with a stranger memorable. So, how do you do it? The stranger's biggest challenge. Honestly, if you stuck in the run of it, hi, hey, how are you? I'm fine. What going on you? Nothing much. Same old. So tell me what's new. There you go. 45 seconds down wasted. Right? So here is my advice. Skip the small talk and ask a really personal question. And don't be afraid. Trust me, you will be surprised how much people are willing to share if you just ask. So ask me any kind of personal questions, maybe interesting time, name, how do you your parents think of it, is there a story behind of it, or how long have you lived in the city, and do you remember the first day of you landed here? Answer to the questions and are really something unique. Answer something personal. And my favorite one to try is where do you come from and where do your family live? Unfailingly, every single time I sit in a cab, I do this. I ask the questions. Where do you come from and where does your family live? Let me tell you a little story. I was just coming one night. I get into a taxi, open the door, sit down, and I say, where you are from, where does your family live? And the 60 years old Pakistani cab driver goes on to tell me all about his life in Peshawar. We talked about politics, we talked about music, family, wife, and his farm. And 20 minutes later, he is convinced that I am the perfect bride for his 26-year-old college educated son from Palak. And I'm getting out of taxi. He's talking about a passport size photo with his look at enthusiasm. I have to say it's very difficult goodbye, but the moral of the story really is what starts with a hello and can end a marriage proposal. And that is a warning. Step they find the need tools. Have you ever met someone who start a conversation like they're starting a debate? I'm from Delhi. I hate Delhi. Yeah, nothing steals a conversation like a negative. When you meet someone for a first time, make an effort to find the one thing that you when the person might have in a common. When you start at that point and the move outward from there, you will find that all a sudden conversation becomes a lot easier, and that because both of you suddenly are one of same side of something. And that's really powerful feeling. Now, what could you possibly have in common with a stranger? You ask. Could it be anything? Right? You are both in same place at same time. Maybe you are from the same country. Maybe you're like winter or you are laughing for it to the grave. I don't know. You will find something. When you find me too, you automatically have kind of buy in from the other person. Trust me, that's helpful. Hey, when you compliment, I read somewhere that people will forget what you do and they will forget what you say, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So be generous.
Go out there giving someone a nice full compliment. So I have that feeling about a compliment. Unity matter. And it comes from the experience I have when I made the governance supermodel. And I looked up from that I said, wow, wow, you beautiful. And there is so reaction of their face. And I think to myself about how that's when I really see his implement to what beautiful. See possibility hear it 100,000 times today. And I see on social media. See hear it a million times today. There are some words that is from you have development. I usually
It could be nice. It could be awesome. It could be cool. Stay away from this. Try and construct a compliment that is unique and genuine. And you don't have to lie. Really, when you look to someone and say, I love you so much, your smile, it's like your nose smiles. And then your smile, eye smiles, and your hair smiles, when your forehead smiles, and suddenly the whole person is just smiling. See, I hope that a compliment you are not going to forget for a while. Pay a unique and genuine compliments. Ask for your opinion. All of us have opinions. Trust me, I and we all want to had and everybody wants validation. So go on, ask for an opinion, and that's when you open up a two-way street. That is why the real communication begins, and we you will surprise how much you can pick about a person just by asking their opinion or something pretty generic. Here's a mistake that someone makes. They ask your opinion about really difficult. It seems almost intimidating. Somewhere in a room full of very well-informed people.
and someone was to come up to me and say, so what do you think about the way the oil price have affected the real is the market in Dubai? I feeling a bit corner. I feel like I made fail that I think it is an examination and that the lesson. Nobody knew to the fail that their first time combination. Just say someone simple, shift this generation. How do you like your coffee? When I do the watch your last movie, what do you think of it? And when somebody given their opinion, real legend did not listen to replay, listen to listen.
There is a difference. And that brings me to the next point. Be patient. I know you have been through this. I know I have. You are pouring your heart of someone and they are like this. Yeah, yeah, go on. Keep talking. I can multitask. What is that? Wi-Fi. And someone trying to communicate with you, the least you can do is really be in that conversation. Just be wholehearted present. Just be there. And oh, my favorite part, make eye contact. Trust me, I can't. It is where all the magic happens. And someone was come to me and say, "So what do you think about the way of the point?" You can feel that conversation. And trust me, when you're looking at someone in the eyes 9 out of 10 times, they will not dare look away. Right? Now, if you only I could look into your eyes of 1.6 million people, I would not have to worry about you guys standing out during the adverts. The thing me to do this, my favorite points, because I think it's got a catchy name, place, thing, animal. You remember that game? Remember the little details about a person. Remember the names. It's so important. It's awful when you meet someone for 18th time and you say you must be Paul, no Peter, something with P, and it ends up something. It's terrible. Remember someone's name and say it back to them. To have no idea how important you are making them feel. And that's not the only detail. Remember all the other details as well. The place they like they to go, the place they have been to, the place they want to go, their pet's name, how think pets been feeling lately, the things they like. Remember the children's name. That's a winner. Remember their wife names, their girlfriend names. Just don't mix up the last two because that could be disastrous. Yeah, remember these things as be genuinely interested and automatically you kind of become an investor in their well-being. So they feel responsible to you to keep conversation going. There we go. 7 amazing ways that you can make conversation with anyone and 7 reasons why you should use a break. That's going to come up to talk a stranger that you don't know. I'm going to end this with an analogy. A conversation is like reading a book and you turn to any page you want. You can flip to your favorite chapters. You can read it as long you want. You can read that what you want. And every person, trust me, is really a good book. It saddens me so that entire human lives are being boiled down to 140 characters and catches headlines because that's not what we are. We are not a bridges agents. We are entire human stories. We deserve more from them others. So what you're going to do in the back world we call a library? Are you going to walk around, look at hard bounces copies and read the titles? Are you going to actually reach a book, open a page and start reading a story? You decide. Thank you.